Yo, this is Tone Kapone, and you're getting lifted to the sounds of my DJ, DJ Spaceship. Go ahead and beam him up, boy. Let's get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him.
Greetings and salutations from us to all the nations. We're about to get loose, strictly for entertainment. We're reppin' Tampa Bay, 10 toes down. It's waves of the bay. No, we ain't playing round. Saturdays from 10 to 12. Make sure you ride the wave. It's Tone Kapone and DJ Spaceship on your airwaves. We're mixing interviews, R&B and hip hop. We're blasting off, and the top is just a pit stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are listening to the 8th and 9th wonder of the world, also known as the 8th being Waves of the Bay, at WMNF 88.5 FM, and the mysteriously 9th would be Tone Kapone and DJ Spaceship. Where did I pick up that accent from, man?
This dude look crazy in the studio right now.
Where did I pick up that accent from, man? I want to know who did it, T-Mart.
Harry Potter? I don't know, bro.
Harry Potter?
That's something else right there.
You know, I have been watching The Little Rascals the past couple of days, man. And I just want to give a shout out to my childhood slowly creeping back in amongst all this craziness and ratchetness going on in this world, man.
Hey, Little Rascals?
Little Rascals. Oh, Tay.
Let's shout out Buckwheat, though, man.
Shout out Buckwheat. Shout out Al Buckwheat.
Oh, what's the other? I know Alfalfa.
You got Alfalfa.
That's the only two names I know.
You got Stymie. You got Porky. You got Froggy. But we know the main characters was Alfalfa. I guess you can kind of say Buckwheat. Porky, who was like the leader of the He-Man Woman Haters Club. I know some people out there listening like, wow, he really took it there. Yeah. He really took it back to like the 90s.
Everybody out there, Tampa Bay and beyond, if y'all could see this man right now. When he said it with a smile.
Man, listen.
Like, I could feel it right now.
Listen.
Like, okay.
It's one of them things, man. It's just nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? Just nostalgic. It's not saposexual. You know, we don't want to get a man's calling in on that one.
Why we gotta bring up old stuff?
Listen,
That was last month.
Why we living in the past?
That
why
was
I can't
last month, dog.
Why you gotta bring up last month? Why you gotta bring up last week?
You asked me in July, I know how to say sapiosexual.
Listen, the next time I say it, the way you said it incorrect, say Jew lying, Jew telling a lie.
I ain't even mad
July.
at it, bro. It's a country thing. It is what it is.
It's a Midwest.
It's a Midwest thing.
Midwest thing.
It hurts, and it's the gift and the curse at the same time.
Man, listen, man, it happened to me too, man.
I say it confidently and keep it moving.
There's nothing wrong with that. It is nothing wrong. You gotta own it.
85% of the time, I'm good.
Listen,
it's that 15. It's just like,
listen.
Oh, really?
Sit back. Shout out to you. Shout out to J-Rock, because y'all are two of the main people that used to be like, man, Spaceship, people want to hear you talk too, man.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, my hands can do all the dancing and talking. And J-Rock was a big person that pushed me on that.
J-Rock's that dude, man.
Yeah, J-Rock. Shout out to J-Rock, man. And the whole Look At 'em family, man. I know they out there enjoying themselves. Y'all be safe out there. Everybody be safe out there.
It's all good. No pictures.
I'm jealous.
You dig.
Yeah.
I miss people, man. I just can't be around folks like that, though. Like, I don't know. I'm nervous, man.
I tell them like my man Boosie say, if you want me to stay, I won't be round the way for you to all over me. That's why I got to go. And now you know. Let me stop, man.
What am I going to do with DJ Spaceship, man? I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. This is why I love coming in on Saturdays. Like I was telling Spaceship, yo, this is the middle of my night right now. But I'm excited to see my brother right here. We about to get it in. It's a holiday. It's a holiday occasion.
I got one for you.
What you got?
I bet you know how to spell lose.
And I don't. I'm off that, though.
You off that?
I'm off that, though.
All right, man.
I'm off that,
We're going to 86 that one. 86.
We're politicking tonight, bro.
We're having a good time, man. And if y'all out there listening, make sure you follow DJ Spaceship on YouTube. I'm trying to reach some numbers, man. I'm trying to run up some numbers, trying to get my subscribers up there. So why don't you come on down? Are you out there? Will you? Are you listening to me? But at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to transition into a better part of the show.
What a transition.
You see how that happened? Hot dog, look at that thing. Look at that thing.
We having too much fun in here. Anybody tuned in right now, make sure you pull your phones out right now and just follow us all social media at Waves of the Bay. This is Waves of the Bay, episode 34. We up in here, bro.
And make sure you follow WMNF on Instagram.
It's all about WMNF.
You got to follow the home team, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
what
sir.
we got on the phone right now?
I think we're
doing something different on the 4th of July.
Listen, man, on the 4th of July, we have someone that is a very important person, very special, and I'm very itching and curious to speak with her.
I'm pretty excited. I can't even lie to you.
I am as well. Is she on with us?
She better be.
She on with us?
I'm here.
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Can you hear me?
We can hear you well, ladies and gentlemen of the Bay. We have Miss Kay. She is running for mayor out in Palm Bay. Y'all make some noise for Kay right now. Make some noise. Make some noise. Kay, how was your day?
It was really, really good. Of course, because of COVID-19, there's a lot of social distancing, but I'm the vice president of BACASCA, which is the Brevard Caribbean American Sports and Cultural Association here in Palm Bay. And we actually had a little gathering for the July. So still distancing, of course, practice, and we did wear a mask. But we had some good food, some jerk chicken, had some good music, and just, what an opportunity to hang out.
I don't know, Spaceship. She's saying that with a smile on her face. I can hear it. I can hear it when she says it.
Right. She said
She
jerk
said it like,
chicken.
I don't know what y'all was eating on.
Right.
Over here.
I don't know what y'all doing, but this is what we are doing.
So That's what I had heard.
So let me ask you this. Did you put a plate up for us? Because we can be kinfolk, We can always be kinfolk.
Well, you know what? I threw a little bit on the side and said yes for you guys.
Okay. Now, one thing that I do know about you, Kay, I actually read is you're a woman that wears many hats. You're a mother, you're a wife. You also have a background in real estate, and you're also you deal in politics as well. And we wanted to I want to dig a little bit into that and talk about your background. So, what was it that drew you to wanting to get into politics and make your voice heard?
Well, you tell the truth that I've been an activist all my life, pretty much. From I was 8 years old, I literally had my first little fundraiser to help my kindergarten close by to get balls. So for me, what it is just that always wanting to make a difference. Always wanted to be a part of my community and see how I can serve. My father is a retired Army. My mom's a school teacher, and so always been in the community. And my first nonprofit was at 16. And so for me, it's almost a natural transition. How do you help? How do you serve? And when you see the persons who are looking to serve or run, they may not have necessarily the skill set, the best ideas and plans for your community. It's time to step up, right? So I tell my son all the time, you got to step up. You got to, make your voice heard.
Right.
And at this point, it became almost necessary to make sure my voice was heard, and because of what needs to be done in our community.
Completely understood.
It was more of a need, definitely.
Now, I read somewhere that you came to the U.S. from Jamaica when you were like 18 or 19, I believe. So when you were in Jamaica, like, what was your outlook or your view of the U.S. coming from Jamaica?
Well, my grandparents lived here. It wasn't so much of an outlook. It was just that, it was different. It was far away. The culture of Jamaica is definitely, overpowering. We're enjoying our reggae music, we're enjoying our nature and things like that. It was just a faraway land, growing up. And you knew also it was, opportunities were there. And so for me, it was just a different place to live. I love traveling. Growing up, we always traveled to different places, so it was just coming to a different place.
Right. Now, and I don't want to dig too far in your bag and let you give away too many ingredients. What is it that is the most important thing to you when it comes for campaigning for mayor of Palm Bay?
Well, the most important things. There are many things, right? There are many things, and if you learn a little bit about Palm Bay, you realize why I say many, many things.
Right.
However, one of the most important things for me is our young people, our youth. We have youth fleeing our city because, one, the lack of opportunities, lack of things to do. They hear of Tampa, they hear of all these other places, and they go off to college, but they don't come back. And so what we want to do is we want to make sure our city is one where young people choose to stay because there's opportunities. They get to showcase their talents. So one of my things on my platform is it's called Empower the Youth, focusing on the arts, trade, skills, and entrepreneurship. The arts, because there's so many talented students here. And in our city, we don't have a performing arts center. We don't have a place for them to showcase their art, their music, nothing like that. So that's something we want to showcase because those kids leave immediately because if they want to showcase that, there's nowhere. And of course, trade skills. Not everybody's going off to college and not everybody wants to get a degree in something. They want to do different skills, but again, the outlet is missing. And so again, they get disbanded and they go off to the other cities. And of course, entrepreneurship. Like my son and many other people here, they want to delve in the area of entrepreneurship. They want to open their own businesses. They have their ideas. They've seen it online. They want to be able to use their talent and skills and be able to make money from it. No opportunities. And no opportunities mean there's no lack of funding, lack of resources, lack of support. And you all know when small business, within the first 3 years, most will
drown. The doors will close.
Absolutely. And they will drown. Can you imagine if you don't have a legacy of family heritage that deals with small businesses? No, you're the first entrepreneur. You will most definitely struggle. And so I believe there's an opportunity for young people to say, you know what, I'll be the first in my family, but here's a support mechanism. There is access to funding information, funding, grants, all these things for startups, for different things. So that's my main thing. I want to bring some excitement to our city. And so with that, and of course, you can only do that when you have the young people energized and getting out there in the community. So that's my main thing. But I have tons of others.
Completely understood. Completely understood and well said. I have another question. I want to throw this one out there to Atone. Beyond the March, that's an organization. That's something that was organized by you, correct?
That is correct. It's not an organization yet. I'm getting it into an organization. What it is, Beyond the March, empowering the voice of the youth. Now, Beyond the March was, of course, brought out of the idea that our young people were so instrumental in putting together things for the Black Lives Matter movement.
Right.
And here there are young people of color really who have had issues with the police, and they have no outlet. They're scared to talk to the police. Of course, when you hear that siren off, we all know we go in a panic, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't know if this is your last day on earth.
That anxiety.
The anxiety.
That's just how you've been raised, man. That's ingrained. You never know what's going to happen.
People don't realize what it does to young people of color. So we wanted the opportunity to have that two-way conversation with the police. And so we had the Melbourne and the Palm Bay Police Department kind of sat down with our young people and just had this, just kind of heart-to-heart talk. How do they feel? They wanted to know what was the impression, because they're almost shocked, like, well, really, you have this impression of us. And we were like, yes, these were some of the issues, and they were talking, and it was an amazing event because we got some real action items, what they wanted to do going forward. And so we wanted to give them an opportunity to not only just have the conversation, but be a part of the solution.
Right.
Because, of course, we see this all the time, right? People march, and then it dies down. I didn't want it to die this time. I wanted to make sure that we were putting together something that's concrete, that is going to sustain, is going to last, and we can build on it. And so that's what we're doing right now. We're having the young people go to the different councils to speak about what they learned. And so we're looking to be on the agenda, are able to speak at like the Melbourne council meeting coming up, the Palm Bay council meeting, and I'm hoping to at least have them even go to the county. I want them to feel empowered, like, you know what, I am part of the solution, coming up with more new exciting ideas.
Right, and the youths out there, they definitely have the energy, and they're doing everything from ground zero. So I mean, it's always good to see them out there. I feel like
it's a different time, man. Like I feel like it's feeding into their energy right now. Honestly, man. Like, and
absolutely,
I'm encouraged by the youth right now.
Yeah, so we can't let it die at all. So I think they need our support because they need direction and guidance. Where do you take it? And so we need to be able to work together and giving them that platform. There's no need to fight for it when we can, say to them, hey, let's work together. Right. The good thing about our police department is that they were willing to listen. They wanted to be a part of the solution. They wanted to make people know that, hey, we are accessible. And so that it was a great two-way street. It was a great start. And so we're hoping to be able to take that to the nearby cities of Cocoa, Titusville, to just kind of have that conversation. Hopefully it will be something that becomes natural countrywide,
something that'll just radiate from your area and just
dialogue, bounce out. Conversation is really what it is.
The thing that I miss, growing up as a kid watching TV, and you had the different TV shows, and you have the cops. The cops. I think nowadays cops are not as personable or as approachable to the communities that they're in, and I think that creates a fright on the cops' behalf, which is not a good thing, because when you get, it's fight or flight. And I remember, and you probably can attest to this as well, the TV shows, and it shows the cops that will walk the street and they will talk to the people, and the department didn't have to go to the neighborhood. They could say, hey, I'll reach out to DJ Spaceship. That's his area. He'll shake it down and find out what he needs to find out. Like, it was a mutual respect for both ways. That's something that I think that would be definitely good when it comes to policing and stuff, because the way that things have been going on, it's definitely not something that's working. It just creates more anxiety and PT, the post-traumatic for the community that they're in. Like, you have to get to know the people.
Yeah, absolutely right. And that actually came out there too, is that one, the police said, oh, we've been reaching out to the faith leaders and stuff like that, and somebody pointed out the faith leaders aren't the leaders in our community anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they, again, not understanding who's really in charge.
Right.
So the faith leaders may be in charge of another generation, but not the young people.
It's a different world.
Influencers,
they're disconnected.
Exactly. So they wanted to figure out, who do we talk to get to the young people? And so the young people are like, yeah, you're talking to the wrong people, because we're going to turn up to certain events because that's not our that's the place we hang out. That's not there's a lot of people who influence us. And so they learned about who was the real influencers in the community. And so that was one thing. And the same thing that you mentioned, the cops walking the beat, being friendly, that came out as well. One person says, you know what, I tested it. He says, I would wave at the police and smile, and I would see the police look at me with disdain.
Right.
Like, why are you even looking
I believe it.
Here? And so that fear the police may have of the community, or the police preconceived notion that everybody here must be a criminal and she must be smiling for some reason. And so they were shocked, because they're like, wow, we didn't realize that was an issue.
Right.
It makes a big difference when they can connect.
Exactly.
Especially to the community. The community is supposed to be serving and protecting.
Exactly. And so, again, one of the also the things came out was also for, figuring out the diversity within the ranks, the police ranks. That was one thing. And also getting more people, recruiting from within the community. Yeah. So we have more people of color in our departments, or at least grooming them. And so, they had talked about some academy and stuff like that they were working on. One of the police departments, Melbourne, said they had a citizens academy where people learned about, how the police handle things. So that's a model that we in Palm Bay want to learn about, so that we can try to apply that, because that was a good idea. And so even then, when one of the ladies expressed her, issues that she had, the police Melbourne turned to her and said, will you come and talk to my police officers and tell them how you feel? Will you come and be a part of our community, the community program that they have? And so I'm realizing, wow, it's those little things. Because the police said, could you come and say exactly to me what you're saying to them as you're saying to me, because they need to hear.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And so we made a lot of progress. I'm excited for the possibilities of a program like that.
Now, this is Waves Debate. We're talking to Miss K. Maragh out of Palm Bay, running for mayor right now. I have a question for you. I actually have she's 5 years old now, a 5-year-old daughter. And I'm a firm believer in people not knowing that they can accomplish things until they see other people accomplish those things at the same time. Somebody that looks like them. So as a woman of color in politics, like what's some of the challenges you've had to face down there in Palm Bay?
Well, you know what? I think right now I face challenges of everyone. I personally, and you know, it's one of those things, I personally don't look to any, you know, to see if there's anything else beyond the fray, like, you know, beyond there. What I do know is that I'm a newcomer. So what I find is that people are, you know, trying to know who I am. So I'm trying my best to be able to articulate, you know, my goals and plans for the city, best to showcase the sincere desire to be of service to the community. You know, when you're a newbie on the street, people try to figure out, you know, all of a sudden people think, wow, you know, did you just turn up? You know, like, no, I've been working on this since I was 8. But so that is one of the challenges, kind of getting the word out because of COVID-19 that has been restricted.
Yeah.
So that is, I would say that would be my main challenge. You know, I'm a pretty bold individual. I don't look for excuses. I fight through. I push through. You know, Miss Universe said it best. She says, "Take up space. Take up space."
Right.
And it is that I'm doing, taking up space, taking on leadership. Whether you think I'm ready or think I'm new. If that's not the case, it's the plans and ideas. So for me, win, lose, or draw, it is about saying to people, there is a better way. There's a different way. Asking the right questions, demanding certain things from the leaders, and making sure that they understand the role that they're getting into. So for me, I want to make sure that people don't just accept someone just because of name recognition, but asking the right questions. So I put that out there,
right.
Trying my best to showcase who I am and why I'm the right person for the job.
I got a line that I want to drop on you, Kay, because I sense the wisdom and the confidence in you. Something that I do daily affirmations myself, and I just want to say, whatever's stopping you from writing the poem, that's the poem. So that being said,
I like it.
How would it feel to know that you be the first black female elected as mayor of Palm Bay?
Well, you know what? I haven't even think that in yet, but I would. You know, for me, I've always wanted to make sure that my contribution to this life is something of importance and something of real value. So I think it would be more definitely a goal accomplished of doing something that can, go down in the history books. And so it would be a very humbling experience, but it would definitely be something that I haven't really thought of it. I think the most thing is for me is because I know what is to be done. I know that what the work ahead, and getting in will, give hope to a lot of people and give that excitement to the community. That in itself would be, a victory there. But I haven't thought of it too much as being that. I have.
She's being modest right now. I don't believe her. I don't believe her. You've thought about that.
Listen, I also want to give a shout out to your campaign manager, Miss Ramika McKnight. She and I've been going back and forth. She's excellent, and I just want to say thank you. And she's extremely professional herself as well. So I had to give her a shout out as well before I didn't want to get in any trouble as well with her.
Oh yeah, I was definitely going to say something as well. It's one of those things where certain thing happens for our purpose. And she's just an amazing individual who has done so much, overcome so much. And, I think we're peas in a pod. She's, just a ball of energy. And I don't know how she keeps it all together. But I'm so happy that she's on our team.
Yes, it definitely takes a team.
You need people like that on the team. People you can trust. People that do what they need to do and hold it down for the squad. I got one last question for you. 60 seconds or less, Kay. Tell me why you are the right person to be the mayor of Palm Bay.
I'm the right person because the city of Palm Bay needs someone with vision, with plans, with ideas that is ready to move our city forward, to build on what we already have and taking it to the next level. One who is not polished by the system, but one who's a problem solver, and that's who I am. Based on what I've done in the past and the desire to make a difference, to put Palm Bay on the map as a city that is phenomenal, I am the right person to make sure that Palm Bay is that phenomenal city. So vote for Kate for Palm Bay Mayor on August 18th, and that's our primary. And believe me, once you guys are going to be like, whoa, where did Palm Bay come out of nowhere?
I'm excited for you.
Listen,
absolutely.
The way you put that together, I might have to have you write some speeches for me. She put that. I don't know who I can get a trophy to, her or Obama, because that was so eloquently
presidential.
Well. Yes, and I also want to give a shout out to Michaela Samuels as well. That's my peoples that reached out to me on this as well. So I just want to give her a shout out as well.
Yeah, I have so many amazing women around me, and I tell you that energy. And so, we're definitely Michaela amazing, and so the team here is focused on making a difference, doing the right thing, making sure that we're getting the word out. And, I'm blessed to have such amazing women around me. I'm learning from each day. And, you talked about your daughter, and it's that when you're surrounding yourself with amazing people,
right,
that is focused on, getting a job done, all kind of wonderful things will happen. But I also want to give a shout out to you guys. How amazing are you? You don't know what you're doing to the community and getting a voice out there, because, unfortunately, I'll say this from my city, we don't have a voice like you here. We don't have any voice here. And that's something we want to change as well. So,
This is Tone Kapone
and DJ Spaceship.
And Saturday nights from 10 to midnight, we bring you Waves of the Bay, right here on WMNF 88.5 Tampa.
With the hottest interviews, the hottest music.
You can submit your music for the Tampa Bay Watch segment at wavesofthebay@gmail.com or follow us on all social media at Waves of the Bay.
Every Saturday, 10 to 12. Make sure you come and ride the wave.
Yes, sir.